Yeah, you don't know this is another episode of Talks with KG. And this time, we have a very, very special guest. This time, I take a trip to the hilltop. And when I say hilltop, well, you don't know who me I chat about. The voice of the ghetto youths.
That is it, man.
Jahllano, the bad brother.
Respect.
What you going, bro?
It's there, you know.
Yeah, well, let's see on my little podcast swag right now.
Yeah, I love the thing you're doing, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know,
More
man.
things you could do to show off this side of the thing, you know, the better for the people, you know, the onlookers who don't know what's going on, you know, they get a little better idea what's going on now. Yeah.
You know, I ask people, oh, they feel I should interview next because I do Chidi.
Right.
It's my third episode.
Oh,
so I do Chidi. And I come and do bubbles.
Yeah, I think I see you on Chidi though.
Yeah. You know, people in tune with the vibes and people like the vibes.
Sure.
And I ask who to interview next. And 90% of people say Jahllano. They say Jahllano will get you a good conversation.
For sure.
You know, and that's what people looking for now. You know,
right.
Good conversation.
That's that.
Right? So I had to give your flowers first and foremost for being one of the legends in the Trinidad thing, you know, first and foremost. And, you know, people like to give men the flowers when, you know, something unfortunate happened or whatever, you know, and, oh God, you know, let me just say what it is. Jahllano is definitely a legend in the Trinidad industry. You dig? Well, I see you still doing the thing. You're still playing on the music.
Yeah.
You understand? I see you doing the soca vibes. You know, you was always on that versatile type of vibes.
Yeah, man.
Many people wouldn't even know that Jahllano start with the reggae music.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That is true.
Give me a little insight on how that was, like how that start, how Jahllano start the reggae side of the thing, you know?
Let me see, I was about 15 years when I moved from Lavantil to Matura, right? And when I was up there, my little sisters have an uncle who was living like about 2 houses away from us now. He named Neil. And he have a brother named Charlo and a next one named Michael.
Right.
Right now, these fellas, them love to sing. When I tell you love it, KG, I never see three men love to sing so much. Like all these guys just do when they're together.
Right.
They could be walking, they could be doing what?
Singing.
The singing that. All three of them, telling you, it was, you know, it was amazing for me to see that young, because I did always like performance music. I like to watch people perform music.
Right.
That was always my thing. You know, I grew up up watching a lot of stage shows from like Super Cat and them kind of fellas from back in the day. And I grew up liking that.
Right.
So anytime I see somebody singing, I dig. Me ain't going nowhere. I stand up right there, you know. And being around them is where I really started off freestyling and thing, because, you know, they're going to encourage me, you know. They're going to be like, come on, you line with me. Yeah, the sing dog. You know, that kind of way. So I just used to try it. And it's when I moved from up there now and I reach down in the west here in the valley. And I meet Jam Melody and them. That is when I start to sing reggae, because reggae music was always my favorite music.
But what I'm saying is, so you're doing your little freestyling with your brethren and then.
Yeah.
And then you meet Jam Melody. Right? So, what was the transition from, so when you start, you was good?
Well,
like when you now start the thing?
I was just saying, like, I wouldn't consider myself.
No, but be real, as in the sense of you had a vibe or you was well off.
But I get boo one thing on stage already.
No, well, everybody get boo.
But
I mean, like, when you was freestyling with your brethren.
Oh, well, when we used to be vibes in amongst the four of us, I mean, I started off shaky. I must start off shaky. I never really do it before. So I started off shaky, but within time and them fellas keep encouraging me to now, you know. Sometimes it's just take that little peer pressure to push you that distance now, you know. Because they're gonna be fucking me up. So I wouldn't want to be on taking all that fuck up thing right through. You know? So I gotta try to, when I'm home now, I gotta be doing it by myself. I'm trying to catch my little lyrics. But what I always like to do was write. From the time I end up wrong them, and I wanted to do it like them. I started write music, I started painting,
Right.
and rehearse it.
Yeah.
So I like with them.
Yeah,
Kill
listen
them
hard
this
thing.
freestyle, but it's true I writing, but
Right,
you know,
right.
you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that it play a real vital part of the thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, because it break me out with a kind of with a pace now, boy. You know,
Right.
man was on my case. I had
Yeah,
to,
because you
I had
had
to
to be
step up.
bad.
Yeah,
You
I had to
be
start, I had to
bad,
be
yeah.
good. But even from in them days, they used to call them days. They used to call me lyrical genius.
Yeah.
Lyrical
You always had
genius.
lyrics then. So when
Yeah,
you
I
come
was
in the thing,
always,
you don't have that
I
kind
was
of
always a man
vocabulary.
love
And,
lyrics. Man. I love
yeah,
lyrics. I
yeah.
mean, I don't even study melody and thing too much. I just watch your rhyme patterns and the words you're choosing to use.
Right.
You know,
Correct.
and the way you will rhyme this
Yeah.
with that, and the amount of syllables you will rhyme
Right.
within a line. You know, it has some people real talented when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Some people just, you know, rhyme with the last syllable of the line. You know, some people know to use 4. Some people know to use 5. You know, I see TJ use 5 already.
There's
you
an
know.
art.
That is something that is what's special. You know, not any and anybody.
You can't just mimic it, you know?
Nah.
You
Not
can't
any and
mimic
anybody
it.
doing that. For you to do that, you're hearing time take to create that piece of art.
Yeah.
You know, that's not no go in the studio and just freestyle someone whoever come in your head.
Right.
You know, not saying that nothing wrong with that.
That is God-given talent.
But yeah, you see penning, being able to write lyrics and put together a puzzle in such a way that, you know, when you're painting a picture, people could watch it and yeah, that is just amazing to me.
So you moved to a valley and then when you link up with Jam Melody.
Yeah, Jam Melody was living in Pity Valley. I used to live Yogi's Drive. And he was like I used to walk down the road. I used to take the main road to reach down by the Maxi stand. And he was living on the left, man. And he had some water tanks up on top. So I there passing and I see him like, you know, like a pipe bus. But yo, there's some tools and things looking like he fixing any tank. And I watch him and say, no, wait, I fucking Jam Melody there, right? So I hail him and say, oh, Ras, and he's up and say, use Jam Melody, and yeah, me just trust that way, see, man, respecting. No, I ain't gonna lie, from the jump, I realize he's a real humble fella.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to give him that play too. When I end up around him to do music and him too, yeah, he was always more humble than many other artists I've been around. You know? So all of that too was an encouragement for me because I watching up at this man. So when I see him doing this thing in such a way that I could respect him for it, it encouraged me more.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And when he hear me sing for the first time, he tell me that I had something in me. He tell me I have a voice. He don't know if I could hear it, but he hearing it. And he hearing me holding back too because I do have confidence in it. He said, but as long as I put confidence in my thing, I will be something special. And when he tell me that, now my brethren them used to be telling me that, but it's when he tell me that, I take it serious because this is an artist.
Correct.
This is a professional
Jam Melody.
artist.
Like
This is Jam Melody. If you tell me I could sing, I could fucking sing now.
Come on.
You can't tell me I can't sing, you know. So from there, it was just, you know, I wanted to do it after that.
Right. You say I could be artist.
I say, yeah, I could do this.
Yeah.
You know, so I say, well, all right. I like reggae. I go in and do reggae music.
Right.
My name is Jahllano from today.
Right. And you give yourself that name?
Yeah. Well, here we go on to it. My first child's mother was pregnant with my daughter. And she thought she was going to get a son. Right. So we was always going to, because we have a way, we kind of take the two of our names and create a name. Right? Because her name is Diana. My name is Lano.
Right.
And we would say Liana. And I have a way about me, you know. I always say I put Ja before everything. So we say we just say Jahliana. Right. But she thought it was a boy, so she was going and say Jahllano. Right. So we come up with them two names, Jahliana and Jahllano. And then we come and we get a daughter. So when I started off to do reggae now, I take the name from myself.
Proper.
I say, well, if it is, I used to get that son with her. That he got a famous name.
Correct.
Then he got a name over there, you know. And that could be Junior. But you know the thing that's good. Life is life, and didn't happen that way. But yeah, that reggae music was what I always loved from small, and it was always my dream, and it still is, to be a reggae star someday. You know.
So when they went into the studio for the first time, after Jah Melody gave his confidence, the first song he recorded was a reggae song.
Yeah, the first song I recorded was
What
One
song
Love.
was that? One Love?
One Love.
That's a very big tune.
Yes, that is a
So I been irritated.
classic.
That was the first time I discovered Jahllano.
Yeah.
So I shocked.
So you hear that from back in them times?
Yeah, I shocked that you say that your first song because like, wait, so I hear your first song, bro.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was
That's our
like,
vibes.
this man bad, boy.
mean-
Where this man from, boy? And that is when I end up, well, I saw a link with Jazzy.
Right, yeah.
And then
Jazzy
Jazzy
Blaze.
called the name and he said, well, I will shoot a video with Jahllano. I said,
And
Jahllano,
the first
boy.
time I see her.
Correct. I said, Jahllano,
Yeah.
boy.
But I didn't know
You know?
about you before,
Right.
because we did had this song on Chris Beats Rhythm.
Right. And I was on the rhythm.
You was on that rhythm. That is the third eye rhythm.
Right.
Right? You was on that, I think Swanee was on that also. And some other guy, Prince, some repeatees or something so like that. But yeah, that rhythm, look at how many years passed since that time in there. There's a lot of years ago.
6 years or something. 7, 6,
We get old.
Yeah, boy, channel. Hey. Right, so come with the One Love.
Yes, I sing One Love.
That tune kick off.
That was Jah Melody recorded that. He recorded that and also a song named Hold On Strong. That was the second song I recorded.
Hold On Strong.
Yeah.
That's a very big one.
Yes, boy.
Jeez.
That one, I did like that one more.
Yes,
really
boy.
like that
I
one.
feel that one that cemented to my head now. Like, but who is this man? Because you know going on, eh? He's a man always on the ground. And like I tell him, my brother and them just behind the camera. I telling them, I just listen to all artists.
Right, yeah.
So if I on my phone and I see an artist, I don't care what kind of music he's singing. If he's singing good, he's singing good.
Yeah,
and I want to know who's this man. I want to listen to more. And when I hold on strong, like when I say, who is this youth, boy? Oh, we don't know. Oh, he not.
Yeah,
what's going on here? But he's singing real.
For real,
dog. I can't talk about them things.
No, Dan, and watch out how you read that song, right? That song was a nice song in that time, and it was good for the time. And
remember the reggae thing that died on, right?
Yeah.
So when I hear that, I was like, hey, this man catch that thing, yes. They have to forward this.
I was hoping they would do it.
Yeah.
Because I tell myself, there's good music. When they hear it, they're going to play it. Dan, I went into every radio station with Jeffrey the General. When we asked them, we played for them. When they hear it, they say, yeah, the song nice, they could play. Majority of them played one time for it. Yeah.
So if anybody hear that song, a DJ hear that song, you play that for a DJ, he could never say that ain't good.
Exactly.
It was that type of song.
It in get forward. I don't know why, but
you know
after they play that day, they never play
you know
that
why?
game.
Right? Because
I said watch that unreal total for that, you know, because I used to say, but what wrong with it?
And then there's a positive view to your heart.
Come on, man.
And then when you really want to push out into the
It
world.
used to break my heart.
Yeah, you want to push out the love.
Because like, why y'all don't want to play good thing for the people then? Why I hearing what they're playing? Why y'all not playing good? Nah, that's not fair, man.
Yeah.
You know? But
understand.
That's a whole nother conversation.
So you're doing a reggae thing all them time. Yes, we perform with Isasha and them.
Yeah.
The shows.
Rock with them fellas.
Or you link up with Isasha and them.
Well, just from being in the circle, you know. And when I did
the Jah Melody circle?
Well, no, the reggae circle.
Right. No, like Jah Melody is the person that you was rocking with first.
Nah,
right?
I was, to be honest with you, the only thing that I really did around Jah Melody was record music.
Right.
He was the producer for me at the time. Right? But he was living in the valley.
Right.
And then he did move out of the valley and went on Carnage. So them time and they know I kinda didn't used to get to see him that often again. Because I quite up in the valley. You know, so I know it kinda.
So how you slot yourself into the reggae industry? How Jahllano?
Well, I started to seek out. Here we go on. I have a brother named Akil Bramble living in the valley too, right? He's a DJ.
Yeah.
And he used to carry me to events. Right. He used to throw a dance named Legal Thursday. I believe he does still do it. Right. That is in Mercer Street in Diego Martin, right? And it's upstairs there. I used to go and lime and see artists every Tuesday night. You know, you'll get to smoke a little weed and thing. There are bar band day, wine selling in the bar and thing. You know, it used to be a nice bar because it's only Rasta day. Nobody ain't come there to fight and look for no scene thing with nobody. Nah, everybody just humble. Yeah, everybody humble. And that is the first time I see Jazzy Blaze, right? And meet day and went on. When he come off the stage, I base him and say, boy, brother, but you real bad, boy. Who's you, man? Thing and we reason and I say, boy, I now starting to do a thing too, you know, and thing and that was it, me and he get good from that. Right? And well, you know, he and I Sasha and all of them good and you know, Million Voice, Deceased. I come and I meet King David. Just from being around these fellas now, but being around Jazzy and being around anyway where reggae music is the music playing. Yeah, I did. Then I used to reach all point 14, my sometimes we just go on there because we want to let people see we how they try and everything now, but, you know, we get no money, but somebody might see we. That's always studying, you know, somebody might see we and say, boy, yeah, boy.
So you just get them fellas out like,
them too bad, boy. Let me put them out there, boy. I tell you.
Because that's how I used to feel. I tell you when I see her. Well, I know Jazzy from before. So I don't know Jazzy bad. So when I see Jazzy link up with you here now, I say, what? That combination different.
Man, Jazzy, if it's one thing I'm going to say, Jazzy partially responsible for who I is too, because I learned plenty things from Jazzy Blaze, I swear. Like as an artist, the composure, on the stage, all these different things, I grab that from him in many ways.
It's very shocking to hear you say them things, because like, you know, because these are things I would look at now. So it's shocking to see that way, but Jahllano know Jazzy Blaze compose. Like he understand these things now.
He is. Boy, he compose way different
I'm telling you,
people.
Boy,
nobody don't know how to do
but
that
you
like
two, you two, but two of you together.
Yeah, together we just feed off of one another.
But
I guess like he go pick up for me,
and
where he gets like I go pick up for you. And that is what does make that something so dread.
But
and
the composure,
people there's always talk about we performances from since back in them time in there, no?
Before the bus.
It was always a
before the bus, it was like Jazzy Blaze and Jahllano.
People used to talk about we that know it was going to happen for we.
They can't stop the youths from bus. You understand? But before we get into that, let me take a break and we'll come back to that. Right?
Say this.
Boom.